Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Sluggers Blue. I'm Anupam Mishra and I'll provide a more detailed introduction about the channel as well as myself towards the end of the session. For now, let's just jump into the error number 31 of the series 50 most essential grammatical errors for the XAT. Okay. However, I would like to first state that this is not just a random list of 50 grammatical errors that we have just come up with. There's in fact quite a logical process involved in creating this list, and the same process I've explained that in detail in a separate video, which you can access by clicking on the link on the top right corner of your video. Okay, so this diagram pertains to that. I've explained all of this in that video there. Okay, so you can watch that if you want. Okay, so error 31 is about the punctuation of colon, and there are two cases of this punctuation that we'll be considering here. The first one is when a sentence has two independent, an expression is made up of two independent clauses, and the second sentence kind of illustrates or expands on the first sentence. Okay, so let's consider this example. It says, remember the old saying? Now, the first part, this is the first independent clause that we have here, and then the later part says a bird in hand is worth two in the bush, right? So this yet another independent clause that we have here, and the second independent clause does seem to elaborate or illustrate the first part, right? Because the first one says remember the old saying, and the second one happens to be that old saying, right? So it's elaborating on that. So illustrating that a bird in hand is worth two in the bush, and hence it does make sense. It does fit into the rule that has been mentioned into this first case of proper colon usage, right? So hence will be considered as correct. Second case is, guys, when colon is simply used to provide a list, talk of a list, right? So let's consider for that but there are certain conditions that need to be followed. For example, the list cannot be such that where the colon follows an auxiliary verb or a preposition, right? To understand that, again, let's look at this example. It says what I want from life is, then you have colon. So your colon in this case follows the auxiliary verb is here, right? So it kind of comes in the way of the complement of this verb, which otherwise would have been food, knowledge, and challenges. So it seems it comes in the way of this. So these are the cases which are not considered grammatically correct. Okay. Rather, you'd want to, if you wanted to convey this idea by the use of a colon in the sentence, you could have done it by in a different manner. Like, for example, you could have said, here is what I want from life, right? So this ends here, okay? And then you have the colon, and then the list starts, okay? So food, knowledge, and challenges. So instead of saying, what I want from life is food, knowledge, and challenges, you rather say, here is what I want from life. So in that case, you won't have any auxiliary verbs or maybe a preposition following the colon being followed, the colon following a preposition or auxiliary verb, right? So hence it will satisfy this scenario here, and hence will be correct grammatically. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Okay, so a sentence for you to try. The four primary seasons are colon, summer, winter, autumn, and spring. Okay, you think if this answer is correct? If yes, type your answer in the comment section. If type yes in the comment section. If you think it is not, well, type your version of the rectified sentence in the comment section. Okay. Finally, guys, my quick introduction. I'm Anupam Mishra and I'm Lucknow alumnus. I have worked in the past with organizations such as Hotstar, UNICEF, Apollo TAS, IMS, etc. I've also worked with an academy as an educator in the past, recognized by their Johnny Ive Award. And I was regarded as one of the top VRC educators that they had. These are my CAT credentials, and Sluggers is basically my endeavor to plug in all the crucial gaps that I believe there are in the test prep industry, starting with the CAT exam. Okay, now, yeah, so that's about me. Do move on to the next era. Okay.